In a small town nestled between rolling hills and serene lakes, a young man named Alex found himself entranced by a girl named Emma. Their connection was instantaneous, as if fate had drawn them together. Alex, with his calm demeanor and thoughtful nature, was captivated by Emma's vibrant spirit and infectious laughter. They spent countless days together, wandering through the town's cobblestone streets, exploring hidden trails, and sharing their dreams under the stars. Their love was pure, untainted by the complexities of the world. They promised each other the moon and the stars, believing that nothing could ever tear them apart. But as time passed, life began to pull them in different directions. As their college years approached, Alex received an offer to study abroad, an opportunity he couldn't refuse. Emma, torn between supporting Alex's dreams and fearing the distance, encouraged him to go, believing their love could withstand the separation. The first few months were filled with long letters, late-night calls, and plans for a future together. But as time went on, the distance became a heavy burden. Miscommunications arose, and the once strong bond began to weaken. They argued more, their conversations became strained, and eventually, they decided to part ways. The breakup left Alex shattered. He threw himself into his studies, trying to distract himself from the emptiness that followed. But no matter how hard he tried, thoughts of Emma haunted him. Years passed. Emma, though heartbroken, eventually found solace in another man's arms. She met Daniel, a kind and understanding soul who loved her dearly. They got married, and soon after, Emma became a mother to 2 beautiful children. Her life was full of joy and laughter, and though she occasionally thought of Alex, she was content with the path she had chosen. Alex, on the other hand, struggled to move on. He dated other women, traveled the world, and built a successful career, but nothing filled the void Emma had left in his heart. Every attempt to forget her only made the memories more vivid. The smell of a particular perfume, the sound of a familiar song, or the sight of a couple holding hands would transport him back to those days when he and Emma were inseparable. As the years turned into decades, Alex watched his friends get married. They had children and built families of their own. He attended weddings, baby showers, and anniversaries, all while feeling like an outsider looking in. His heart, still clinging to the past, refused to let go of the love he once shared with Emma. By the time Alex reached his 40s, he was a shadow of the young man he once was. He had aged, not just physically but emotionally. His once bright eyes were now clouded with sorrow, and his infectious smile had long since faded. Alex spent his days in solitude, wandering through the empty halls of his home, reminiscing about the life he could have had. He often sat by the window, watching the world go by, wondering if Emma ever thought of him. The loneliness gnawed at him, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't escape the pain of unfulfilled love. As he grew older, Alex began to realize that his life had passed him by while he was stuck in the past. He had missed out on so many opportunities for happiness because he couldn't let go of the one woman who had captured his heart all those years ago. Now, at the brink of old age, Alex sits alone in his quiet home, still unable to move on. He knows he can't turn back time, but he also knows that he can't continue living in the shadows of his past. What should Alex do? How can he finally let go of the past and find peace in his heart? Is it ever too late to move on and start anew?